back to my channel. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Deidre. Welcome. If you're returning, it's great to see you guys. So it's Monday. What is today? The 5th? I think it's the 5th. Yeah, it's December 5th. I still need to finish editing yesterday's video because I did the cookies with you. It took way later, so it was like 9:30, and I edited about a third of it, so I need to finish the editing today. It's over 30 minutes. I'm gonna try and fast forward through some of the parts to try and speed it up a little bit. But I just filled up my water. I'm gonna get my coffee and my breakfast. I just fed the dogs, and we're gonna get this day started. So I'm gonna turn you a little bit so that we can get started. I just didn't want the glare on me first thing. But yeah, I hope you guys are gonna have a great week this week. We have cowboy Santa pictures this week on Saturday, and I'm gonna try and finish baking all of the neighborhood cookies that I was gonna bake for my neighbors. I should have the rest of everything I need today. I had to order red currant jam, and I had to order some cookie cutters in different shapes because like some of them are stacked cookies filled with jam. So I needed different size cookie cutters and stuff that I didn't have. Like I had cookie cutters, but not the ones I needed. Isn't that how it always works? So I'm trying to finish up this pumpkin spice creamer. I'm almost there. A couple more cups probably, and I'll be done. So today we're probably just gonna have cottage cheese and a slice of toast. For breakfast. Toast. Oops. Don't spill chocolate chips all over the place. Apparently my son started his day with cake. He said he was very excited that Daddy was in charge this morning because he got a whole piece of one of those little Sara Lee, little tiny cakes. And that's what he got today. So he was ecstatic, I'm sure. He didn't eat all of it. He only ate like a fourth of it, so I threw it away. Because I don't want cake this early in the morning, and I don't need to eat cake. So I threw it out. Alright, so we got the toast going in the toaster. It's 7:47, so I got about 13 minutes before I have to log in for work. And I might do a small apple too. So I'm gonna do a slice of toast, a small Honeycrisp apple, and cottage cheese. Alright, so So I need to wash my cottage cheese better because I had one in there that had expired a few days before and I ate it on Saturday. So then I was grossed out. But obviously it was fine. I didn't get sick or anything, but it's just not fun when you eat something that's... Is it just me? Am I the only one that is weird about expiration dates? Like, if it says it's expired, I question it heavily, and most of the time I don't even eat it. Which is bad because it's so wasteful. But I know it's like, there's no guarantee because sometimes things can be bad before the expiration date. I've had that happen before. But I'm just so scared of like having something bad that I'm like probably over the top about it. But like, what do you do with that, you know? Sorry, I'm cutting up my apple right now. Yeah, so I should have the star cookie cutter today so I can start doing like the lemon cookie, shortbread cookies, and the raspberry jam cookies, and then the currant jam is supposed to come today, so then I can do those. I need to do the chocolate crinkle cookies. I need to do the bourbon cookies, but my husband needs to go buy bourbon, or I need to go buy bourbon. It doesn't have to be him. But the liquor stores are closed on Sundays in Texas. Most of the South, really. So, unless you're buying beer and wine after, it used to be 12. I think they've changed it recently in the last year because of COVID or something. I don't know. But it used to be you couldn't buy liquor before noon on Sundays. My toast. All right, there's my cottage cheese. Let's put my butter on my toast. Yeah, we got married on a Sunday, and that proved to be interesting because my own wedding coordinator didn't realize that she was supposed to pick up the cake on Saturday. And the liquor store wasn't open on Sunday. So she couldn't get it. And then I was frantically calling family members, asking them to pick up some cases of beer after 12. My wedding was at like, well, it was supposed to be like 3, but I think it ended up being like 3:30. My wedding was supposed to be, my wedding was a mess. Maybe I'll tell you guys that story one day. Thankfully, my husband and I are doing just fine. But yeah, it was an interesting day for sure. The whole everything. So yeah. And don't trust Facebook reviews, for the record, because the companies or the people can actually have your review removed. Even if you provide video evidence in your complaint, they will remove it. And Facebook will tell you that you're harassing. So, FYI, if you see a vendor that has a whole lot of reviews, check multiple websites, because not all websites will take things down. Like, I still have complaints up on the Knot, but if they're not on the Knot, other people don't see it, and Facebook will take it down. So, it makes it really hard. So, don't use vendors you find on Facebook, first off. And second, don't be cheap about it, because that's what happened. I was trying to be budget friendly, and I hired this DJ, and he was like, oh, my husband does hair. And I was like, oh, great. Paid him in full, and he canceled on me the day before my wedding, and then didn't refund me a dime because he said I canceled on him, which is not true. So it was a whole thing. And then he threatened to sue me if I left any bad reviews, even though, like, I wasn't lying, but he told me he would sue me. And, you know, it just gets you in these bad positions because you're like, why am I being threatened to be sued to silence when I didn't do anything wrong? The wedding coordinator, I left a bad review for her on the Knot. Her sister replied like 3 years later and basically said that I was a bridezilla, even though at the wedding she told several of my family members that she was so sorry that our wedding coordinator had messed things up so bad and all this stuff. She lost like a bunch of my decorations. She couldn't remember our name. She never came over to the bridal suite to see if I was there and ready. It was a whole thing. Okay. So I got my vitamins and my, well, not vitamins, my supplements and my prescription meds. I told my husband yesterday, it is so hard for me to get those in on the weekends when I have my son, because he literally doesn't let me out of his sight. Anyone else could do that? All right, so here's breakfast. There's my Honeycrisp apple, my toast, and my cottage cheese. So I'm going to carry this upstairs and I'll check in with you on a little bit. I think all we have today is work, and then we are going to try and go to the gym at lunchtime and maybe bake some cookies tonight. We'll see. So I got my Saint makeup order in today, and I was looking at it, and I just emailed the cosmetic artist because is this giving anyone else Jaclyn Hill vibes from her lipstick launch? Lipstick gate. Like the two blushes over here are okay. But like that one like looks wet. Okay. But they all have lumps in them or these weird discolorations. Like that's got some red discoloration in it. This one's scary. Look at that. Well, this isn't exactly how I thought my day was going to go. But I think I'm having what some people are saying is an ocular migraine. So my eyes are not dilating, and I started seeing like wavy V's in the sides of my eyes. My head's hurting really bad. And Friday I was having this like wave that was kind of like radiating out. But I didn't know what it was. So I'm at the eye doctor right now to have it looked at. I couldn't even work because I couldn't read my phone. I couldn't read the file I was working. I couldn't read anything, and I felt so bad, and I tried to lay down and take a nap, but that didn't help. So I'm here to get it checked out, so I will let you guys know what I find out. I'm just waiting for the doctor right now. There's my purse. All right, y'all, I am back home. So he did confirm it was an ocular migraine. He said that he was going to dilate me, so he did. So you'll probably see my eyes are real big. He dilated me to confirm that my retina didn't have any tears and was still attached. Everything was fine with my retina, so he wasn't concerned about that. He did say that if this continues and I continue to get more of them, I need to go see an ophthalmologist and a neurologist, because unfortunately there is not a neurology ophthalmologist, which is like one practice here in town. I would have to go see two separate doctors to work together to get to the bottom of it. So that's what he told me. He did upgrade my nearsighted prescription just like 0.25. And he did recommend computer glasses. So I ordered new glasses, new computer glasses, and sunglasses, because I figured if I was there, I might as well get all three, because I really miss having prescription sunglasses. So I am waiting for those to come in. It's going to be about 2 weeks. But that was $500 I was not planning on spending today. But there you have it. So, but that's fine. At least it's done. Hopefully I don't get any more of these headaches, because they were scary. I don't know if you've ever had an optical migraine before. I never have. I've never even heard of them. But they're scary. So like Friday, I think I was telling you, I had this like wavy vision like outside of my peripheral on both eyes, and it was like radiating outwards. And it only lasted probably 5 or 10 minutes, but it was a really long 5 to 10 minutes. And I sat down to eat thinking like maybe if I eat and I start feel like I'll feel better. And I did. So I didn't think anything of it. I didn't even tell my husband about it. I kept forgetting to. And then today, like I said, I sat down to start working. Well, I did a file, and then I sat down after like I took a 10-minute break. I went and sat back down and I started working on a file. And almost immediately, like, I couldn't read, like, the screen. My eyes started doing this zigzaggy thing, like, right. It wasn't my peripheral, but it was, like, right in my vision, like, on the side, mostly on my left side. And then, so I texted my boss and them. I was like, hey, I got to go lay down because I don't know what's going on. And I laid down for, like, 30 minutes. And then when I got back up, I just had a headache. And although the zigzags were gone, like I still had the headache, and I still was having a hard time like looking and focusing on the screen. Like I was having a hard time. So I ended up logging off, which turned out to be a good thing, because then the elementary school called about some services that Hunter gets or will be getting through them. And so I had to go meet up with them to sign some paperwork. So I like walked over there because it's literally across the street. So I just walked over there. They were talking about doing a shuttle, like a bus for him to get him to and from his like things. And he's only 2, like he'll be 3 in January when he starts, but it makes me really nervous, like a 3-year-old on a bus. So I got to talk to him more and like get more information about it, because I want to make sure like that he's okay, because he's by himself. Like he's so little. Like he's excited about it. I asked him today if he wanted to go on the school bus. He said, yeah, he wants to go. So I might, I'm sorry. Maybe the first day I'll follow him from the Montessori to the school and then back. That way I make sure he gets there okay. Because that's really scary for me. I just want to make sure he does okay. But yeah, so I just wanted to check in with you guys. My husband just went to go get dinner because I'm so tired and I still just have this like lingering headache. I did take Tylenol, which helped, but I still have a little bit of a lingering headache. So I don't want to cook. I don't feel good. So I will check in with y'all in a little bit. I was planning on baking cookies with y'all. But I don't know that that's going to happen tonight. We'll see how I feel. And actually, I might just end the vlog here, to be honest. Because if I'm not baking cookies, there's nothing else that's going to be going on tonight. And I think I have enough footage for today. I don't want it to be too long like today's was. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Sorry this took an unexpected turn, but I'm glad I could share my information like of what's happened, so in case you ever have it happen to you, you know what it is. But yeah, I will check in with y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video and subscribe down below if you're not already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.